Notarize has 6 easy steps and works like this. First, you retrieve your documents from either an iPhone or computer. Second, you get a government-issued ID or passport confirmed to prove your identity. Third, you fill out quick annotation tools and forms to prepare you for the video chat. Fourth, you're going to connect with a licensed notary from Virginia who will personally witness you sign the document and walk you through the rest of the process. Once personally signed, the notary will apply an electronic notarization seal and signature the rest of the process. The last step is to download the document, and then it's yours to be emailed to whomever you please. The startup team for Notarize first created this service for businesses, enterprises, and mortgage. They've created a competitive advantage in the market because they're the first online, fully electronic notarization service. Notarize acquires customers by approaching businesses who deal with a lot of customers online. They accommodate these businesses with an easy, convenient, secure, and legal service that just eases the process for all. Signing up is free, but then every notarization process or every document needed notarized then comes with a fee. With Notarize and mortgage, it allows lenders to close on loans entirely electronically. Each year, there are over 1 million documents notarized, where Notarize plans to ease the process for all.
There are a number of competitors in the e-notary sector. However, in order to find most, you'll have to know exactly where to look. For the common consumer, searching for an e-notary on Google or any other major search engine will return results for Notarize, NotaryCam, DocVerify, and SafeDocs. NotaryCam has been around longer than any other competitor, and based on the information found on their site, they're transparent and offer an easy-to-use customer experience. DocVerify boasts cheaper prices, but with notarization being a question of security, at the looks of their website, they probably would not be a first choice option for consumers. Finally, SafeDocs, who is actually an umbrella company of DocVerify, offers nearly identical pricing to that of Notarize.com, but are lacking in brand recognition and ease of user access. Analyzing the available information for all of these companies, it is apparent that they offer very comparable services with similar pricing, but ultimately, we believe the draw for future clients is found in the intuitive nature of Notarize.com. It provides the most simple client experience, and on top of that, it has already optimized itself in the search engine field, which will result in maximum exposure to customers looking for an online notary.
The first company that invested in Notarize is Second Century Ventures. It's a venture capitalist company that specializes in mortgage type investments, and they, from what we can tell, are the first investors that gave Notarize its start. There's several other investors that we found. Two that are of note is Wayne Chang and Jeff Siebert. Both of these gentlemen have donated to Notarize multiple times, multiple millions of dollars. And from what we can tell, without having the exact inside information from Notarize, they've got anywhere from about $10 to $11 million that's been invested in their company. Good return, and they're obviously seeking for more investments. They are invested in almost yearly, and they're doing pretty good.
All right, so I'm going to be looking at the profitability. We tried to look up revenues on Notarize, and because they are privately owned, they just chose not to disclose any revenue for their company. So as a group, we decided to look at whether or not we think they're profitable. So the first thing we looked at was whether there's a need within this industry, and there is. I mean, there's millions of documents each year that have to be notarized, and a lot of them are super common to any family. You have, things such as a will, a contract, mortgage documents. There's all sorts of things that need to be notarized. So there is a big market for documents within this industry. The second thing we looked at was whether they would be able to compete against in-house notary people and also the virtual online competitors that they have as well. And we do think that they can compete against these. The National Association of Secretaries of State has officially set standards and regulations and policies to notarize via online. So this is a big step in these companies that are trying to do it virtually. And I also did look up, so Doc Verify is one of our top competitors. I looked up their revenue, and Aller estimated it at about 8.9 million. So it kind of shows the scale of this industry as well. And the third was pricing. So, I mean, you can go to an in-house and get notarized for $1 to $10. If you do it online, it's $25 for your first session and for one seal. And then after that, it's $7 for every document. But time is money to people. So if you don't have to leave your house and you can get it done for $25, I mean, to some people, it's good. They don't have to worry about going anywhere. They don't have to figure out who's going to notarize it. They can hop online and get it done within 5 minutes. So altogether, we aren't sure about the revenue, but we do think Notarize is profitable. I mean, it creates ease of mind to consumers when trying to find someone to notarize a document. It's more convenient, you're informed, and it's a secure solution. So with low overhead costs, we believe that Notarize can produce more revenue than expenses, showing its potential within the notary market.
So the market for this industry has a lot of potential, and Notarize assumes that consumers will choose to do this remotely rather than in person. And this is due to convenience as well as saving time. It's also very secure, and it has proven to be more efficient. Notarize also caters to businesses, developers, and online mortgage. So there are a lot of strengths that we have found as we have analyzed the business. There are also weaknesses, and these include that the pricing may be a little bit too expensive. There are notaries that are willing to do the service for free or for a lot cheaper. Another weakness that Notarize has is that there could easily be some technical difficulties that arise, whether that be with webcams, people's devices, or even the connection. So there are strengths and weaknesses, but we have found that the strengths easily outweigh the weaknesses.
All right, so our final recommendation for Notarize is that they're a good partner, investment, or an acquisition. And the reason for that, the idea is valuable and the content is there, and I think it can go really far. Currently, they're an industry leader. I don't think anybody stands a chance, and I think that the company can go out and build a market cap to the point where nobody can even catch up if they do it the right way. The demand's there. As long as people are going to be doing business, purchasing homes, signing contracts, needing important documents signed, that demand will be there, and I think it's going to increase over time. There's few investors in the company right now. There's 2 big investors, which seems like a lot for this type of company, but I feel like there's room to negotiate and a way for us to make it a way into the company. But the biggest thing is it's profitable and it's making money. So overall, this company has a thumbs up.